the 3. And he'll take it a yard. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Cowboys had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or 2, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield. They have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked. Can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Mixing up the middle. And some space here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. This running game's... On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? And
here's Pollard again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go, 47. And 2-2. We're going to 53.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this throw will be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
11.
From the 24, Burrow looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pollard going to try the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
47.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Prescott to throw this time. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. That one complete to Anderson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go, get out there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Touchdown, Cowboys! Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right.
11. 12.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go. 11 empty. Hey. 11 empty. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 empty. Hey. 11 empty. Hey.
They go play action with Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
11 coming. 11 empty. 11 empty. 11.
Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.